Hey everybody, this is Kendall with Crispi, and I'm looking today at the Summit 2.0. The Summit is right in the middle of our lineup. It's a 3-flex boot. It's good flexibility here. I personally think it's a 2.5, having worn this boot extensively. And the reason why I would say maybe it's just a little less than Nevada, which is a 3, or a Valdez 3, is because of this dual density EVA midsole versus a polyurethane midsole. That feature allows for a little bit more lightweight and just a little bit more comfortable day in, day out boot. One thing that's interesting about the Summit, before I dive into the features, is of all the boots in our lineup, more guys are wearing this boot as an everyday kind of boot. If you're the type of guy that likes a good hunting boot that's supportive, but one that you get out of bed and you want to put a boot on every day, the Summit might be your jam. Let me go over the features as well as some differences between the original Summit and this new Summit 2.0. Starting on the bottom, we've got the Vibram proprietary outsole that we build with the Mega Grip tacky rubber. This sole is exceptionally good on rock and on just hard terrain where grip is important. One thing you'll notice with this sole is even when wet, it almost gets a little tackier. I'm not sure really why, but that's the feedback that we've heard as well as my own personal experience. Like I said before, dual density EVA midsole, extremely light, still forgiving, and still shock absorbing. As you move to the upper, we've got this polyurethane coated leather rand that surrounds the entire boot. And notice, versus a rubber rand, rubber is just a little bit harder to configure, but we're able to go a little bit higher up on the back plate of the boot with that polyurethane coated leather rand versus a rubber rand. So there's the performance aspect as well as a little bit lighter weight than the rubber. You'll notice a difference from the aesthetics. Not that I think the Summit was an ugly boot, but it was starting to become a little bit kind of tired in our lineup. So we've changed the aesthetic look of the Summit. We've got gray suede leather through here, brown suede leather here, a little bit of orange stitching. Of course, always the orange dot on the front. We added just a little bit of hit on the orange. Not that you guys care about how stylish you look out in the mountains, but this is just a better looking boot all around. Good lacing through the middle, and we've got a Cordura through the tongue that adds to breathability. The main feature and the main difference between the original Summit and now the Summit 2.0 is this side panel material. In the past, we used the Cordura 500D material, which is a very good material, very strong and durable. But we wanted to add a little bit more durability as well as structure to the boot. What you find with Cordura is that a lot of times it will collapse or it really doesn't hold its shape or form. And with this PU-TEC, which is really a nylon-based fabric woven with polyurethane, you get a material that's more susceptible or less susceptible to thorns or puncture, meaning that your feet are going to stay dry because the GORE membrane underneath is not going to be affected by that. As well as you're going to find that it's going to hold its shape a little bit more. So instead of on the sides of your feet, on the inside and the outside, it collapsing, the Summit 2.0, utilizing this better technology, this better fabric, is going to hold its shape and just be a little bit better of a boot for long-term use. The Summit is just a fantastic boot and really lands in that lightweight, great boot for warm weather, high output days, all summer long, spring, summer, and really into the fall. If you're interested in the Summit 2.0 and you're not quite sure if this is really the boot for you, don't hesitate to call us, drop us a line. We're happy to answer your questions, and we appreciate you checking in.